What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in.
You know, one player on the Clippers that they just signed maybe about a couple weeks ago that's basically on the bottom of the bench and basically not really, not going to be a starter or anything like that, at least not that I know of or not that I'm aware of. I definitely think they got something with this guy, and it's the Moussa Diabate player that they have. He's basically a power forward / center to me. That's what he is, but I mean that's basically the way he plays as well. So I've been impressed by him looking at the intangibles. Now here's one of the situations where we don't look at the numbers, we look at the production and what he can do and how he plays and the little things that he can bring to the team. Now I've said before that the Clippers need size, they need more depth in the big man position, but if they decide to keep and hold on to this guy, that might be all the depth that they need, because they'll have Moses Brown, they'll have Zubac, and they'll have this guy, as their center. And I've even read some reports where they might even use Marcus Morris in the center position at times because they want to play small ball. Of course, Robert Covington will play that as well too, probably. But at the same time, this guy here, they got this guy, Moussa, Michigan player that came from Michigan. He has a lot of athleticism, and he is, very, very lengthy, very long range of wingspan, and he can definitely, be a shot blocker, possibly for the Clippers. I've been watching him a little bit more, and just looking at some of the minutes that he's been getting. I've seen him in some practices, some workouts and stuff like that, and at first I thought, they signed him or they got him onto the team. But, a lot of times players like this get signed to a team and they get dropped. And honestly, Clippers just dropped three of their players that they brought in maybe like 2 weeks ago. They just actually dropped them and waived them. So, I kind of thought, Diabate would be one of those players that they might actually let go or not even keep, going forward. And they did. And I was surprised by it. And I was actually glad they did, because he really is actually playing his heart out. He's really playing with a lot of energy, a lot of force, and a lot of understanding of what they need out of him. And the Clippers have to be happy for that, because they don't have a big man with a real name, a big name in the NBA or anything like that. But they do have, some good pieces, some solid pieces in the center position. And like I said, Moussa could be one of those players that they can just throw at teams, at times when they figure out that teams are trying to play them different. He could be somebody that they throw in there and be like a different type weapon they throw in there to throw teams off, throw other teams' game plan off. Because as I said, he's athletic, his wingspan is long, he can block shots, he's not afraid to go up. I think he had the highlight reel of the day, or of the week, I would say, for the Clippers, when he had that poster basically, on the other night's game. So, the Clippers were really happy for him. Everybody was happy for him. He really came and gave the Clippers a spark off the bench. And, the Clippers just, lost this offseason Isaiah Hartenstein. So now that I look at Moussa Diabate, when I look at him and look at not only that highlight play he had, but look at, just his energy, the mentality he has every time he steps on the floor. He's stepping on the floor with the mentality of being as a hungry player. And I always say, any player that plays hungry will give you a lot more than you expect out of them, because they're playing for contracts, they're playing for their lifestyle, they're playing for everything, they're playing for it all. Whereas a player who's playing more comfortable might be a little bit more laid back. See, this guy right here plays with an edge. And, I actually forgot for a while that he actually came from Michigan. Michigan is a blue-collar, hard-working type state, and that's the same thing with their school. Their school is the same way. So anybody that comes from those, from Michigan, they play hard, they play tough, and they're gritty. You know what I'm saying? Look at Draymond Green. So, it's just the way it is. Like, Michigan is just that type of blue-collar, hard-working, mentality-driven type place, which I definitely respect. And, Looking at this guy here, I definitely see a lot of that in him. And I can tell you, losing Isaiah Hartenstein was kind of like a hit for the Clippers on the low. But at the same time, getting this guy here, he might actually make up for Isaiah Hartenstein, might actually be a little bit better in the long run. So, the Clippers might actually got Isaiah Hartenstein back plus a little bit more, maybe even a little bit better version of Isaiah Hartenstein, because Hartenstein didn't have this type of athleticism to me. He didn't have this type of ferocious type of athleticism, and something about this guy that has more dog in him to me than what Isaiah had. So, the Clippers might have really actually found Isaiah Hartenstein's replacement in regards to having a spark, come off the bench, go out there, play with everything he's got, and give it everything he has every time, because every good team has to have that guy come off the bench and give him a spark. Every good team has to have that. That's just the way it is, and every good team has pretty much had a guy like that. So the Clippers, I think they need to keep this guy around a little bit longer and see what more he can provide, what more he can do, and kind of go from there, because I don't know if they have a chance to get anybody like Buddy Hield or anybody like that, from the Indiana Pacers, with some of the reports and stuff we're saying about a couple weeks ago. But also the Pacers big man, too. But even still, the Clippers might have something with this young dude here, and who's way more energetic and, just way more lively and ready to go out there and just, give it his all every night. Those are the type of guys you want to keep on your roster when you're trying to win. So, I think the Clippers might have something in this young kid. And like I said, with him, I don't think we should really pay attention to the numbers per se, but I think we should pay attention to just his output and his production when he's out there. If he's out there for 8 minutes, then is he out there for 8 minutes putting up 5 points with 5 or 6 rebounds with 1 block? That's production. That's very well high production. So, let's not look at his numbers too much. Let's look at when he gets playing time and when Tyler decides to put him out there, what he brings to the team when he's out there. Because I think if this guy plays like this with this type of energy going forward, he might find himself, playing that center position behind, Zubac, more than even Moses Brown will possibly. So, he could find himself in good position, especially with Ty Lue. Ty Lue definitely rewards players who goes out there and give it their all. So I hope he continues to do that. Hope he continues to, better himself, reward himself by going out there and, doing the little things, doing more than what's required, doing a little bit extra, being proactive while he's out there. And I hope he gets more playing time, because I like to see him a lot more and see what he can bring to the Clippers, depth-wise on defense, and, giving them a spark as well coming off the bench, also. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check my other videos if you haven't. And hey, before we go, I just want to let you guys know, starting next week, this weekend, we will be, putting out, videos and things like that, as we always have done in the past. But starting next week, after this weekend, this will be the last weekend probably where we put out videos on the weekend. We'll just be starting to, make videos Monday through Friday. And that's pretty much where we're heading with it. And so definitely stick around, definitely come back and visit me. You guys have been great. You guys have been showing so much support and everything. So I appreciate your support. And I pray that it, keep coming. And I, hope that more comes my way. And I just hope that we all continue to be a family as always. But starting next week, Monday through Friday, after this weekend, there'll be no more weekends for a while, going forward. It'll just be Monday through Friday, same time, 12 p.m. for, p.m. same time for the videos to come out. And we'll still be rocking. We'll still have a lit show. We'll still be, up and everything. So just be there with me and continue to show support now. And I definitely appreciate everything you guys have done up to this point. And let's just keep it going. And let's not stop no time soon. But as I always say, Khaliis out.